Hi there, Kath Gammack, Rig Market Analyst with Westwood Global Energy, here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market highlights during the period 6th to the 12th of July inclusive. Even although there was only one contract extension announced, there was plenty of other activities during the past week. ADES secured a 10-year contract extension for its standard jackup Admarine 657 offshore Saudi Arabia. The extension is expected to commence in the third quarter of this year, in direct continuation of the prevailing contract term with Saudi Aramco. The total backlog for the extension is estimated at $351 million, equating to a day rate of around $96,000. Other activities saw Equinor and partners start production from the first Lavrans well in the Kristen South area on the 7th of July. Drilling was carried out by ultra-deepwater semi Transocean Spitsbergen. Odfjell managed ultra-deepwater semi Hercules moved away from Bay Bulls and mobilised to Equinor's Sitka prospect in licence EL1156. As a recap, the rig is contracted to drill 2 prospect wells for the operator, the other being Bay Capel. Operations are expected to keep the rig busy for around 200 days. Upon completion, the rig has free and clear availability thereafter. Saipem ultra-deepwater semi Scarabeo 8 commenced mobilisation from production licence 1170 in the Barents Sea on the 6th of July and headed to Ærfugl. As a recap, the Norwegian Ocean Industry Authority granted Aker BP consent to drill wells 6507/5-A-2H and 6507/5-A-5H in production licence 212 of the Norwegian North Sea. Diamond Offshore Harsh Environment ultra-deepwater semi Ocean Great White completed operations at well 204/20A-F6 in the Schiehallion field for BP. The rig moved northwards in the field to the next well location in the schedule. The well 204/20-N5 was entered on the 7th of July. It is understood that the rig will drill the top holes of this and another 2 wells before then drilling and completing all 3 wells. BP has the rig firmly committed until around January of 2025 under a wells-based contract for 8 firm wells, 3 of which are exercised options. 5 one-well options remain available to the operator. Heavy-duty, harsh environment jackup Valaris Norway arrived in Block 13/10 in the East Irish Sea on the 11th of July. The rig is performing plug-in abandonments for ENI until such time as jackup Valaris 72 finishes her current P&A campaign in the North Sea for the same operator. Petrograph and partners produced first gas on the 6th of July from the first well on the B10 platform. This follows first production from the A15 platform in February. It is understood jackup Noble Resolute will drill and complete the remaining 2 wells at B10, due to complete in August. Under a rig share deal between Petrogas and Total Energies, the rig is busy into the second quarter of 2025. Japan Drilling jackup Hakaru 11 has completed the first well for Idemitsu Vietnam and is now drilling the second well for the operator. The well is scheduled to complete in early October and, with a future commitment, will keep the rig busy until the first quarter of 2025. Shell made a positive FID on the Manatee project, an undeveloped gas field in the East Coast Marine area in Trinidad and Tobago. Shell holds a 100% operated interest under the sub-block 6D production sharing contract. The project will involve a normally unattended installation platform in the acreage with 8 development wells via a 110 km 32-inch pipeline to the Shell-operated onshore Beachfield gas processing facility for onward export to the Atlantic LNG facility. Manatee is scheduled to start production in 2027, and once online, it is expected to reach peak production of around 104,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day. And finally, 2 operators made discoveries in the past week. Eni made a discovery on the UPAT-1 EXP exploration well in Block 9 in the Sureste Basin offshore Mexico. Initial estimates place the size of the discovery at around 300 to 400 million barrels of oil equivalent. Drilling to a total depth of around 9,617 feet was carried out by ultra-deepwater semi Valaris DPS-5. And Wellesley Petroleum made an oil and gas discovery in production licence 1184S of the North Sea. Midwater Semi Cossel Promoter drilled the well 35/10-12S to a measured depth of 12,848 feet. Size of the discovery is estimated to be between 0.8 and 4 million standard cubic meters of recoverable oil equivalent, corresponding to between 5 to 25 million barrels of oil equivalent. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you found it of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogix, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.